Hey guys, what is going on? In this video we're going to be taking a look at the brand new 2020 iPad Pro. So the one in front of us right here is going to be the 12.9 inch in silver, and it's the 128GB Wi-Fi and cellular model. So basically I am upgrading from my older iPad, which is a 2018 iPad Pro. It's the 11 inch model, 64GB in space gray. The only reason why I'm upgrading is because my dad needed a new tablet, so I just decided to get the new one and give my dad my old one. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and crack it open and take a look at the brand new iPad. So taking a look around the box really quickly, so on the right side it's just going to say iPad Pro right there. On the top it's going to be the Apple logo. Left side iPad Pro Apple logo. Picture of the device on the front. On the back it's going to have my IMEI information, which I will not share right now. It's going to tell you what's about the iPad. It's a 12.9 inch 4th generation Wi-Fi and cellular, 128 gigs. And yeah, so with all of that being said, just has a little pull tab on this side to pull, and we'll crack right into it. So after you pull that pull tab, the plastic should be released, and you can just go ahead and lift the lid right off of it. So once you open up the box, you do get presented with the iPad itself. Going ahead and lifting that out of its tray, you could just see how thin these iPads are now. And then taking a look at the back of it, the only difference that you'll see within the 2018 and the 2020 model is it does have the wide angle lens now on the back of it, as well as a LiDAR sensor. So the LiDAR sensor can be used in like certain apps and everything like that. So it does have pretty much the same camera as the iPhone 11, not the Pro, just the regular 11 itself with the camera itself and the ultra wide lens. Taking a look a little bit more around the device, I do have the cellular one, so you'll see a little bit more cellular marks on it, such as the antennas on the top and the bottom for the cellular pass-through. Other than that, the iPad itself does look pretty similar to the older ones. Setting on the side, we can go ahead and take a look at what's in the box. So in here is just going to be the paperwork and the Apple stickers and everything. So we're going to have the iPad Pro Quick Start Guide just telling you how to use it, which I've had one before, so I know how to use it. Going to have the SIM ejection tool, and then of course the Apple stickers, which appear to be a little bit larger than typical ones. So I'm going to go ahead and set the information packages to the side right now, because there's not really anything important in there that I'm going to need, because the SIM card's already pre-installed from it. And yeah, so also you do get the USB-C to USB-C adapter, which is very typical with the iPads now, just the iPad Pro series. And it's going to be the 3-foot cable. Also, you do get the 18-watt power adapter in here. It does charge the iPad pretty quickly, because I did have it with my previous one, and it does come with the iPhones now if you get the Pro and above. So yeah, that's going to be everything in the box for you. And setting the box aside just for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and take a deeper look at the iPad itself. So like I said before, this iPad does feature the 2 cameras on the back, which can shoot in 4K video resolution just like the iPhone. And it also does have that LiDAR scanner that you can be able to use in augmented reality. It's going to be really great for that. So yeah, I do have a few accessories that I'm going to be putting on my iPad really quickly. So I'm going to go slap those on. I do have a screen protector, and then I do have an OtterBox Defender for it as well. I'm going to slap the screen protector on first, take my old iPad out of the OtterBox, compare it a little bit, then I'll turn it on and set it up for you guys. Okay, so I did get my screen protector on it, and I did take my other iPad out of the case just to do a little bit of a comparison between them for you guys. So taking a look at the backs of them, you can definitely tell that it is the bigger one this time, because I did want the bigger one for myself. And just taking a look at the back cameras off of them, they are definitely way different with the ultra wide camera lens and the LiDAR sensor. So also the major difference you're going to see between the older one and the newer one is going to be this one has the A12Z, this one has the A12X chip. It is going to be a little bit faster than the older one, which is going to be a little bit better for me because I do use my iPad for a lot of things like video editing, software, Procreate. I do have the Apple Pencil, so everything like that I do use my iPad for. So it does have the same specs as the previous screen, so it has that Pro Motion technology, full 1080p 4K resolution on the camera, Face ID, everything's going to be similar in that sense. It's just basically the spec upgrade. Also, you can get the Magic Keyboard, which I didn't get yet because it is $400. but you can get the Magic Keyboard for it, which is a pretty nice keyboard if from the reviews that I've seen of it so far. So I'm going to flip my iPad back over. I did put the Insignia screen protector on it, and it does look pretty nice, so I do recommend the Insignia one if you do end up needing a screen protector for it. It runs about $50 before tax, at least in the United States for that matter. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the iPad itself and set it up for the first time use. So I do have my Verizon built into it, so it does have the Verizon SIM in it, so it should activate right off the SIM card itself. So I'm going to press English, United States, and I'm going to hover my old iPad onto the new one. So how you do this is just you go right on your old iPad, you basically go to this screen. I know it's out of focus for now. And then it does bring over all your Apple ID information. It is activating it right now. And I'm going to set it up as a new iPad because I don't really transfer anything over. I'll download the apps that I need later on, everything like that. I really forgot how thin the iPads were because I actually had my iPad for 2 years. This one is 2 years old about. And I forgot how thin it was just because it's always been in my OtterBox, and I actually kind of like the OtterBox a lot. It does protect it. Okay, so I did just set up Face ID. Now it's setting up my Apple ID itself. And I am going to buy the Apple Care Plus for it. I do recommend it if you do get the iPad, just because it's only $5.99 a month for $129 for 2 years, I believe. And that's not too bad, and it does protect it if you damage it, water damage it, crack it, bend it, anything of that nature. Of course, it is subject to a service fee, but that fee's better than paying $1,000 for another iPad, if we're going to be honest. I didn't get it on my older one. Wish I did. Getting it on my new one, definitely. Okay, so I am back now with the iPad set up completely, just because I forgot that I had to call Verizon to actually activate it, so it wasn't activating correctly. So now it's all set up and ready to go, and it is pretty much the same exact iPad I had before. Better cameras, bigger screen. Love it so far. So yeah. So taking a look inside of it, so basically this is iOS 13. Let me see what version it's shipped with. So it did ship with 13.4, so it does need to be updated. But yeah, so pretty much I'll be talking about this a little bit later on too. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye now.